All right, let's bring up our next guest as he gets wired up here. He's the planning director for your city of Mesa. Please welcome to the stage Mr. John Wesley. Come on up, John.
Good morning.
Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Welcome. Thanks for being here. And where are you from originally? No one's from Arizona originally.
No, I find that a lot as we go about the city. Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Wow, Stillwater, the home, that's Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State, exactly, the Cowboys.
Is that where you went to school?
I went there a little bit, but I actually went away from there to Oregon. So I'm actually a duck to go to school. Then went back to Oklahoma.
So you're a duck in the desert.
And it's kind of strange.
Yeah, well, welcome. How long have you been here?
I've been here a little over 9 years.
Oh, good for you. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself besides being a duck in the desert.
Got a family, got 3 kids, grown, mostly out of the house, finally. Youngest just finished a program at EVIT, going through their LPN program, and has just recently passed the state board. We're glad about that. Now he's got that full-time job and has moved out of the house. So,
well, good. Word of advice: change the locks.
Good idea.
Well, but if he went to EVIT, then once he's out, he's he's
good.
He's on his own. Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I got a couple of questions for you here.
Sure.
How big is Mesa?
Mesa today is around 70,000 people.
Wow. And how big can it get?
It can keep growing. It can keep growing. Right now, as we look forward to the next 30 years, we're projecting about another 170,000 people moving into the area.
And how many years?
Over the next 30 years.
Wow. I think I heard somebody make a kind of a noise.
So that's a lot of people that are going to need to live someplace, have jobs someplace,
Sure.
go to school, and have all the infrastructure that goes with that.
When you're trying to project out 30 years, what are some of the changes that you see? If you had a crystal ball, what would you predict?
Well, we're going to see the area around Gateway fill up over the next 10 to 20 years. It'll be a lot of development out there. But we also see a great opportunity now to refocus on the older parts of the city and opportunities for the redevelopment to occur, light rail and some of the things that's going to do to encourage the development through the downtown area along that light rail line. Out Falcon Field, that's a great economic engine out there still with some development potential. So we're going to see things kind of scattered around that way. But I think what we're really looking for and hoping will happen is a little bit more transformation now from that rapidly growing city to one that's coming back and kind of infill and redeveloping and creating that more sense of place and community throughout the city.
I know some cities like your neighbor here, Tempe's kind of locked in. They're kind of landlocked. Yes. They're surrounded. You guys, there's tons of opportunity for you when you go out east. Am I correct?
Yes and no. Okay. Currently, we go to the county line, and we have a planning area that's established at that point. Then you have the whole Superstition Vistas area that's east of there, a state land property. Right now, that's not considered in Mesa's planning area, but we don't have any plans to move out there, but we could. Some of that potential.
Now, I know there's a new slogan. This is my Mesa.
My Mesa, great slogan.
Yeah. What is?
Mesa is everybody's city. Hopefully many of you are familiar with the iMesa program that got started a couple of years ago, giving everybody the opportunity to go online and suggest transformative projects for the city that could lead us forward and help us deal with things that are going on today. As we're working and looking at the future, we came up with a companion program, This is My Mesa, encouraging residents to think about their Mesa they'd like to see in the future. What do you want Mesa to be 30 years from now? An opportunity for you to suggest those things to us and help us to think about what we as a community really want to be in 30 years. So it lets us pull the two projects together. Where do we want to go and what can we do today to help move in that direction? So it's a series of events. It's a website and programs. There's some materials in the back that people can pick up about it to let us know where we want to go as a community as we plan for that future.
That's great. Do you see the same suggestions over and over, or are there certain ones that kind of stand out?
There are certain things that we're starting to see now. We've been going out and talking about this for the last 4 or 5 months. A lot of emphasis on maintaining neighborhoods, maintaining those unique characters. A lot of emphasis on continuing to develop our job base and education. Connections and parks are important elements that we're seeing fairly consistently as we go around the community.
Okay, great. Well, I know you've given us a very quick overview for such a huge city, but I bet we've got anybody got a question? It's not, yes, sir, Mr. Rhodes.
That's a very good question, and we hope.
Maybe you could repeat the question.
Sure, okay. He's asking about the southwest corner of Mesa Drive and University, that bare patch of ground there. Our plans for the area are that redevelop as an employment hub of sorts. Exactly, what that employment might be. There's a lot of different options. Several things been talked about, but mostly the employment node with some mix of commercial and residential is what we hope will happen over time at that location.
Yes, Debbie.
Yes, we're someplace around the 38th largest city in the nation. Many people don't know that, and when you ask them about those size cities, our name never comes up. They don't realize we're actually larger than other cities such as Minneapolis or Miami or some of those places, because being a suburb of Phoenix, we're just not quite as well known.
Wow, Mesa's bigger than Minneapolis. Good to know. Any other questions? It's not often we have the city planner here. How do you become a city planner?
With lots of luck. The planning degree, and then the work. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Any other questions? Otherwise, I'll turn him loose. I'm sure he's a busy man. He's got things to do. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to come in here and visit with the chamber. And welcome to Mesa.
Thanks.